You're listening to the first episode of Other Animals, a podcast series where we interview fans of your favorite obscure pony musician, So Great and Powerful. In this episode, Boby and Adia interview me, Daniel. Boby is a musician who has actively participated in this great and powerful community for a long time, and Adia and I have collaborated on the So Great and Powerful documentary and a couple other projects since then. In this episode, which was recorded on Friday, November 13th, 2020, the three of us talk about the So Great and Powerful documentary and discuss our involvement in the community, as well as our experiences with music and bubble tea. There's a lot of laughter, and it's a good time. So here we go.
So my name is Daniel. Pronouns are he, him, and I'm located in Hong Kong.
Cool.
Sweet. How is it over there right now?
It's nice. There's basically no winter here, so the weather's really nice.
Oh, really?
Oh, sick.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Some places only are hot sometimes.
Yeah, the closer you get to the equator.
That's not fair though. Some places
No,
get like
it's not.
more seasons than others, you know?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, Hong Kong's actually further south than Florida.
oh,
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
double Florida.
Yeah.
So, how did you discover So Great and Powerful?
Okay. I think the first time I ever heard one of his songs was in one of those YouTube videos where somebody draws something. Oh, a speed draw.
Yeah.
And it was in the background. It was Pinkie Pie Swear. The song Pinkie Pie Swear.
Oh,
And so
Like the SGAP
I had,
remix?
like,
Like Pinkie Pie Swear's So Great and Powerful remix, the song was in the background?
I don't think it was a remix, but yeah, it was the Pinkie Pie song from Standard Model.
Or Flutter Wonder?
No, it was
No?
it was Pinkie Pie Swear. The party little tea.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about now.
I had to sing it.
yeah.
So anyway, I had the MP3 of that song on my phone for like 3 years before I went out and decided to find out who So Great and Powerful actually was.
Did you
Real?
YouTube MP3 download it from the Speed Paint?
I think I actually got it from Mediafire
Oh, okay.
because it was linked in the description. And that was the only time I saw So Great and Powerful's channel while it was still up. It was in 2013.
Wow, okay.
So
It's
you
pretty
grabbed
early.
the one song from his channel and then, like, just didn't think twice about it for like the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Crazy.
cool.
Uh-huh.
What compelled you to like come back and like rediscover everything?
Yeah, I think it was like late 2016 or something, and I was kind of moving away from the whole My Little Pony fandom. I was listening to that song again, Pinkie Pie Swear, and I realized it's like the one My Little Pony song that like it was really, really good.
Aw.
It like captured the essence of like what I liked about the fandom.
So like you were purging your brony music and then that one just stuck?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's very great and powerful.
And that's when I found the archive and like the Tumblr archive and the YouTube archive and
SoGreatandPowerful.com.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, something happened here.
something big.
Well, that's cool. Do you know that same speed draw like nowadays, like what it is?
I think it was by Death Pony, if I remember correctly.
Oh, cool.
I haven't looked at their account in a long time.
We can find it and link it in the description if people want
Yeah.
to see it, or if it's still up.
Yeah.
It will be there.
Well, that's cool.
So, having rediscovered all these SGAP tracks, or having discovered them for the first time, going through the archives, and having had all these songs sit with you, which is your favorite and why?
Oh, that's a tough one.
You had like a month to prepare for this, okay?
I did, but it's just such a tough question. Why? How can I possibly pick a favorite? I think Space Pony, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I keep coming back to. That 8 minutes, like.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a journey.
It's a journey.
It's very fun. I was listening to that recently, and like sometimes I forget how amazing that song is. Like, I also like listening to the individual ones because I think they're like slightly different and have like different intros or whatever. Like, I think Galaxy has like a slightly different intro or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Space Pony. I think it's super good.
Yeah, it still brings me to tears sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's so much like awe and wonder at the beauty of the world and the universe.
Which part of Space Pony is your favorite?
Night Glider. Just the intro.
I love that one.
Yeah.
That one's really gentle. It feels like they're kind of gently carrying you on the night breeze into the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing I really, really like about all of Great and Powerful's music is that gentleness and the kind of sense of wonder. I really can't think of anywhere else where you hear that soft, gentle kind of voice.
Yeah. It's a very particular type of voice.
Yeah, very like sensitive.
Yeah.
Like vulnerable almost.
Lowercase voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like a lullaby almost, but not as what is it, intended for sleep so much as peace.
Yeah, like a lullaby.
I haven't slept to SGAP before. Because I have.
Yeah, very calming, very soothing.
And it's great.
But also that it's like a male voice. And that's one thing I wanted to touch on because like...
Is this going to be a hot take? Hot take from Daniel? No.
I don't know. It's not hot take time yet.
Okay.
I just feel like it's not very often you get like such gentleness from like male people in popular culture. Most of the time it's like there's this really gentle side to masculinity which you don't see.
Really good point. And that he's willing to share that kind of vulnerable tone with you kind of feels like a private experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that might be part of the reason why it seems like a lot of people feel like he's like the best brony musician. I think he like really embodies like the show and the fandom and just like all the good parts of it, you know, like and it's very vulnerable at times too, you know, like, and the show is also emotional. I don't know, like it's all good. It's all very good stuff.
Yeah. It's like I was saying earlier, he just kind of embodies what the fandom represented to me, which was a lot of like, you know, young adult men showing a more vulnerable side, which at the time, I mean, it was kind of like repulsive to a lot of people. Like it was on Fox News. It was on
I mean, is that
Howard
really saying
Stern.
anything?
And all these like, I don't know, maybe mainly conservative people were talking about how like repulsive it is that men are showing their sensitive side. And like to me that was just like, as a 12-year-old at the time, or like 13-year-old, I was really young when the brony fandom took off, but it was so inspiring to me that like men could like cartoons, you know?
Yeah.
And be open about it. Yeah.
For sure.
That is a really good and thorough explanation, even though like it wasn't exactly prepared all the way. good job putting your feelings into words.
Thanks. I did think about this a lot
Oh, okay.
over the years.
Over the countless hours of SGAP lyric memorization training.
Exactly.
I've thought about this.
So then, over the course of these years, do you have a favorite memory that you've adapted with SGAP, So Great and Powerful, however people are saying it these days?
SGAP.
I caught myself.
A favorite memory?
Yeah,
that I
like
associate with them?
associated with the music.
Oh, so many memories. I gotta think to like choose one.
Ah,
Just say them all if you have any. Just like say
yeah.
Well, okay. I guess it's opening up time. I told you already that I discovered like So Great and Powerful and like really got into him when I was like 16, 17, late 2016. And that time was like a really tough time for me. I was doing really badly in school. And I actually ended up dropping out of high school. And I was like kind of floating in this kind of uncertain time where I really didn't know what I was doing with myself. I wasn't even sure I would be able to go to college, which in my family would be really bad.
Right.
So I spent like a year and a half just not really knowing what I was doing with myself. I didn't have a job. I wasn't going to school. I was basically a NEET. And it was that period when I really fell in love with So Great and Powerful. And I spent a lot of time just like going for long walks around the neighborhood, just wandering and listening to like all of his music and memorizing all the lyrics and just like listening to everything I could find, and it was comforting during that really scary time.
Yeah,
Kind
it's
of shared
definitely.
a. Oh, sorry, you first.
Oh yeah, it's definitely music that you can like really attach to and like let it take you over if you need something. Like, it's very comforting music, and I think it's helped a lot of people through a lot of hard times, which is like I think that's probably very common for most people that would say that they're a fan of him,
Yeah, definitely.
During
Very
that
soothing.
vulnerable point in your life, you were talking earlier about how So Great and Powerful was very vulnerable, when singing Night Glider, and how you were kind of impressed that, a male singer isn't usually doing that in their music. It almost seems as if your vulnerability and his vulnerability was kind of like you synergized with that.
That's an interesting thought.
Like, it's okay to be vulnerable. Like, I'm at peace with myself. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Not to tell you how you feel, that this is a guesstimate.
Yeah, I think that's kind of true. Like, in a way, like there's always, not just for men, but like for men and women, and anyone in between, there's always this like a pressure to cover up your emotions and like hide any source of vulnerability.
Mhm.
And hearing someone that vulnerable helped me allow myself to also be vulnerable and have emotions.
See,
Maybe
you worded
that's
that
my
way
thing.
better.
Okay, I'm glad that made sense.
Thank you for sharing that with us, by the
Yeah.
way. That's very
Thanks,
personal.
Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely very personal music.
Yeah. For sure. It seems like do the ones that you resonate with the most, like, are they from like his stuff past the standard model? Like S2 and stuff? Like what are the tracks that you would like zone out to the most, I guess, like, or was it just all of them?
It was just all of them. Yeah,
Just
I
play
really
all
can't
of them in
pick one.
order.
It's like it's just like a universe of like soothing music. Even the standard model, like, even though it doesn't have like sung lyrics, it has the same kind of
What do
feeling.
you mean? It doesn't deep, wide bell wonder? Like that's not a lyric enough for you?
On My Own has some lyrics going on, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
But what
It is
about
still
like
very calming music and comforting music, and even if there's no lyrics in the standard model.
Yeah. It's very fun. It's very playful. When I think of the standard model, it's like playful and kind of reckless.
It's like you're at Legoland. That's what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
I miss that about Brony music from like 2012 to 2014. It was very playful, optimistic, was like coming up with theories about characters and where their stuff would go.
Right.
Like later Brony music was good too, but it was mostly like, we're done, it was good, I gotta move on, or like, I miss those years, like you were saying earlier about like the sort of playful innocence of Pinkie Pie swear. Like that first album like really captures the first few years of the Brony fandom.
Yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Like season 1 and 2, but of course it's mainly season 1.
I think a lot of the Brony music that came out in that era, like, has like a kind of magical vibe to it. Like it just seems so out of this world. Like I think it's because they were limited and they only had like the first season or two to make things out of. And the first 2 seasons are like, whether you like them more than the other ones, like, they're definitely the most like innocent and unaltered by any
self-awareness.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Vanilla My Little Pony as Lauren Faust
Right.
intended.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
And most of SGAP's music is like S1 and S2 and then other stuff. So those are definitely my favorite seasons, and like, I don't know, a lot of SGAP's classic tracks are on like standard model and S2. Like those are all amazing songs. Except for What Went
Definitely.
Wrong, but whatever.
What Went Wrong is good. Derpy is my favorite.
I clicked on that video. I was like so happy that she had her own song like based off of the like less than 30 seconds of voice line she had in the show. I can't tell you how much that thrilled me. Like they gave her the pogo treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Great stuff.
Or you may think about that song. In general, it was cool at the time.
Definitely.
So, what is your favorite album theme / sound?
What does that mean? Sorry.
Oh no, I didn't write this. I didn't write this one.
It kind of segues into what we were already talking about. But like, standard model is like season 1 theme, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
S2 is like, it's got some lyrics going on. It's a little different. Space Pony's like completely original, sort of.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are probably the big three.
The
The
big
standard
three.
model, S2, and Space Pony.
Yeah.
And then there's like the singles and the collabs and the rest.
The rest.
The scattered, lost files across the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Like a constellation.
Yeah. So do you
Exactly.
like pogo flavor SJP? Do you like lyric flavor with a little pogo at the end? Or like full on other samples from other shows?
I really like the era when he got into Destroyer. And there's this little group of like I remember the thumbnails on YouTube were pictures of album, like a vinyl something.
Oh, the
And they were
Dashi thing? Null Set Record?
Dashi, Null Set Records, yeah.
Yeah.
Dashi, Sorceress Girl, and one other, I think Mother Nature's Son.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the ones that are not on any sort of album?
I mean, those ones in particular are heavily inspired by Destroyer, I think. And
Dashi, definitely.
yeah. And those feel like an album to me, even though they're like not really. They're like half an album.
Maybe it's because they're all on the same CD that was made by Rainy Otter.
Mm.
That is true, right? Do you ever listen to those like on CD? Because I have like 2 sets of the SGAP CDs. But...
I have the
Wait.
CDs too, but I don't listen
What do you
to
mean
the
2
CDs.
sets? You mean you have like all 4 of the glass case, and then you have another set of all 4?
No, I have like she did 2 runs of them. So I have one of
Okay.
the first runs and then like the second run. And the second run there's like slight differences.
That's
so I
like
wanted both.
hardcore. What was the difference?
I think she just used like different materials or something when making them for like the covers or something. I don't know.
This
It
is
didn't
limited
matter.
edition. The first one only like less than 50 were made, and it's a different type of case quality, and there's the different art, and the songs are in a different order.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like that Simpsons guy from The Simpsons, the comic guy. You know him?
No, but I'll pretend I do. Yeah, I have the first run of CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Those were
Speaking of
yours in the
CDs.
documentary, right? No. I'm sorry. You go.
Yeah, they were mine in the documentary. Yeah, made by Rainy. Or
Shout
Amelia.
outs Rainy.
Shout out. But yeah, speaking of CDs, I have another memory that I wanted to share
Oh
from
yeah.
that same 2016-17 period when I was out of school. I spent a lot of time making like my own CDs of So Great and Powerful's music.
What?
And oh, you didn't know?
Oh. Did you do
Yeah,
your own art? Did you like take it from YouTube rips and like that's tell
yeah, I
the
basically
class.
okay. Yeah, I made my own art. I put the MP3s on the CDs. It was like, yeah, like I made the packaging out of paper and cardboard.
Did you ever post these online? I feel like I might have seen these or something.
I did, yeah.
Did you
They were
post
on
it on the
the Reddit.
subreddit? Yeah, I
Yep.
definitely saw that then. This is totally ringing a bell.
That's
And
so sweet.
I made a whole bunch of them and sent them out to random people for
Aww.
free.
Oh. So there are 3 runs of these,
Oh no.
and Boby doesn't have one of them.
I have to collect all of them now.
Yeah, I sent one to DMC. I sent one to Rain, Snow, Hail.
Sweet.
I think I sent one to Cave Pony, and there are a few others.
I know Cave Pony.
Yeah.
It's really cute. Will we ever see the art on it? Like, I'm not remembering the post off the top of my head if you already put it in the subreddit.
If you scroll back far enough, you'll see it.
Okay.
Fun
It's a
fact,
treasure
I
hunt.
think Amelia took inspiration from one of my designs for her
sweet.
design. So I feel like I'm part of that history.
Oh,
Hell
okay.
yeah. You're a part of SGAP history now.
Yeah.
Well, you especially are, because for anybody listening that doesn't know, Daniel headed up the documentary.
Yeah.
Everyone clap. Yeah. You've made an impact on the fan base. Oh god, I
Wow.
said the word fan
Yes.
base.
The
No.
SGAP fandom.
No. No.
What's wrong with fan base?
Oh, well, it's got
The
the
SGAP
stigma
community.
now. Yes,
It
that's
does?
what we call it now. Well, wait, remember in 2011 and people were like, I'm in this fandom. Oh my god, fandoms are my life, And then we all got brony burnout. Like we all at the same time understood what it meant to have too much of a good thing. We're like, oh, yeah, fandoms are not great.
2015, I think the fandom really took a plummet and everyone started to separate into different small groups.
Yeah.
One of them being the server, the SoGreatandPowerful Discord server.
Other
which
animals,
you can go to.
as it was called at the time.
Other Animals is the old name, and the new name is way better. It is Captive Unicorns, to reflect the new tracks that came out a few months ago. But check out the description and join the Discord. And then you can understand who all of these people are that we're talking about. And talk with them.
And if you do, then you get to tell us your favorite donut, which is the customary
This is true.
greeting.
And then
That's
you can
the
be on the
perks of joining.
podcast.
True.
We want everyone on the server on the podcast.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
You need a mic, though. That's the only rule. Okay, maybe there's a few more rules.
Yeah.
Cool.
So for the next thing that I'm going to ask you now, that I am gracefully segueing into, we were just talking about the documentary. What led you to making that?
Okay, I think the main inspiration was a documentary contest that I think I got an ad for or something. It was to make a 5-minute documentary on an artist that you love. And immediately I thought it was so great and powerful, of course. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to interview some people for the Discord server that I've been a part of for such a long time, and actually make a documentary about So Great and Powerful, which, to my knowledge, hadn't been done before.
Mhm.
Right.
And then it grew into something a lot bigger than that.
Then a documentary? Or
A lot bigger than,
than the 5 minutes.
yes.
Okay. I'm like, is it not a documentary? I'm sorry, that was my bad. I didn't know you did that off an ad.
Yeah. It was my first couple months in college, and I just wanted to do something. I wanted to make something.
Right.
Didn't care what it was. Yeah.
Well,
And
that's super cool.
yeah.
Sorry if I interrupted you.
I think what happened after that was I interviewed 3 people, which was huge for me because I don't normally, I'd never interviewed people before that.
Mhm.
I had to organize all that.
Who'd you interview? The first 3 people?
I think Boby was the first one.
Yeah. I remember that.
And then, yeah. And then Ember. And then Ron, who was my neighbor, who I introduced to SGAP.
We should
Neighbor
have
in
done
Hong Kong?
In America, which is where I was going for college.
Okay.
we should have done a live action segment when we met up, Daniel. Because I think we met up before the documentary came out.
We did, yeah.
Back in DC, which was a great time.
It was.
We did the null set with our hands, which is
My
a
gosh.
hilarious thing to do for an SGAP meetup, and we have to do it for the eventual TrotCon 2021 SGAP meetup, which will happen. The coronavirus will not stop us.
Ugh.
We're gonna all have masks on and crowd together in a hotel room and listen to SGAP on a Bluetooth speaker, and it's gonna be great.
Man, I wish I could be there.
But yeah, we should have recorded when we were together in the same place. But I like the iconic Skype interview where I am at the mall in the DDR session.
Yeah, what
just
was
walking
the
around the
decision
mall.
behind that?
The what?
Why the mall? I was wondering that.
Oh,
I'm like,
well,
what
I
made them think oh, this would be a perfect spot?
well, I was out playing DDR, and Daniel was like, "Yo, is this a good time?" And I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" And I just got on my phone because it totally was a good time. I'm
having a good time. I don't know about you.
And the footage came out great, so I'm totally fine with not being at my house.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you had already done the interviews before you met in person?
Yeah.
No, actually.
No? You did mine
think so,
before
no.
we met in person, right?
No, it was after.
Really?
We met in person just before my first year in college started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that changes everything.
It changes a little.
Yeah, it changes a little, yeah. But yeah, that would make sense why you wouldn't film for it if we were together in the same place.
Because I didn't even think of making the documentary at the time.
Yeah. That would totally make sense.
What are some
that was
stuff?
a while ago then.
Oh. Yeah. What are some what are some stuff that when you made the documentary that didn't make the final cut?
So many things. So many things. I mean, So Great and Powerful. Huh?
Deleted scenes, bonus features.
Yeah, I mean, So Great and
Release it.
Powerful is such a huge. There's so much deep lore. I couldn't fit it all in. My main aim was for it to be a documentary you could show your parents and explain who SGAP is.
I did
which
that.
means, yay. So did
liked
I.
I did too. And they looked at me like for the months we were making the documentary, they're like, yeah, okay, weirdo, like go out to your tiny house in the backyard and do whatever it is you do on there. And then they saw that documentary and they're like, oh, this is a thing.
Yes, it's real. Take me serious.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really good.
Thanks. So I wanted it to be, like, accessible. So we had to explain what the Brony fandom was. And that means we had to leave out a lot of stuff that would just take too much explaining. Unfortunately.
Yeah. You need a bit of backstory for quite a few things.
To be there in 2012, 13.
Yeah. One thing I really wish I'd left in was Pinkie Pie Square, the musician, because he was like the main inspiration, I believe, for SGAP to get started.
Yeah.
And right now the top comment on the documentary is calling me out for leaving that out.
That too. I feel so bad.
When's part 2 coming out? That should be the top comment.
This is part 2.
This podcast is part 2.
This is the accompaniment piece to the documentary.
The bonus
this is the documentary's little brother.
Oh.
Exactly. We get to interview more people too. There are like 10 people who wanted to get interviewed for that documentary, and I only did 4.
People got mad.
Was my neighbor.
Who got mad?
I just remember people in the server being like, I wanted to be interviewed for the documentary. Like, you should have interviewed me. It's like,
I remember I was lurking. I didn't even have an account on Reddit. I was just lurking the Reddit because that was the only place I knew where other people knew about So Great and Powerful. So I saw the casting call. I was like, I really want to do that. But I also have super high social anxiety, so I will not do that. Also, all these other people are commenting. They probably have way cooler stuff they can say.
No.
Who knew that you would be one of the most contributing members?
That's not true, but I'm
society
glad that
as a whole.
No. Dumb. No.
It's very true.
No, but like I'm glad I don't know, got to help you.
I want to tell the story of how we met.
Sure.
Can we do that?
Fine.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
We met.
Make it quick.
We met through me making the documentary. I wanted. I saw that Adia did a speech on So Great and Powerful and put it on the Reddit. It was a speech for school originally, and I didn't want to write a script for the documentary when there's a speech already there that I could use. But then I thought it would be better to get that person's permission first. So I sent out an email asking for permission to use the script. And I was expecting just like go for whatever. But Adia offered so much more help than I expected. And we became best buds.
Quick.
That's the story.
Yay! Yeah, I remember when I got that email, I was working at a coffee shop at the time, and I was not supposed to be looking at my phone. But I looked down at my phone at like I know. I looked at like the title of the email, was like, what the crap? And, like, I just stared at my phone for a while, like not even caring that like my boss would catch me. I was just like, what is this? I want to open it now. And then like couldn't think about anything else until I clocked out, and then I was just walking back to my car like, what? Like, this is so cool. It's the guy so on the Reddit.
It's the guy. It's the Reddit guy.
It's the Reddit guy.
Wow. I'm so glad you included your email. I can't remember where I found it.
So it wasn't on Reddit. It was, so I had purged like all of my accounts from the internet at that point. Was just flying solo. I didn't have an account anywhere. But the So Great and Powerful archive like was in my bookmarks, and I would just refresh it like 5 times a week to check for new stuff. This was before I knew there was a Discord.
Okay.
And I don't know, I was giving a speech at college, and the Tumblr was accepting submissions, so I like included it. Made you put in your email to include it if you didn't have a Tumblr account. So that's why I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't bite me in the butt someday. I hope somebody doesn't email and was like, actually, that's super inaccurate and you suck. You know?
Yeah.
But then
It
Daniel
did bite you in the butt.
Well, I look
Glad
back
it
and
turned out okay.
Yeah, now. Like, I look back and read it, and it was so inaccurate. Like, it was supposed to be written to be 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or something like that. You know, the intended timeline for Daniel's original documentary, and like it just sucked. It was really bad. I'm glad we didn't use that for whatever. Thanks, Daniel, for telling that story, I guess.
Yeah, we ended up changing it a lot, but what I liked about the script was the audience was people who wouldn't necessarily know about the My Little Pony fandom. And how would you explain So Great and Powerful to like people without background knowledge? So
people who don't know what bronies are.
Yeah, that's why I reached out to you specifically.
Aww.
I remember seeing a tweet when Jenny Nicholson made her video recently on the brony fandom. She made like a pretty cool video, like a retrospective of the whole fandom. Someone tweeted, I didn't know that there was a brony music scene. And like quote tweeted like the video. And I just thought like, wow, there are people that don't know that there's like a scene for fan music
They
for
missed
My Little
the
Pony.
stuff.
Like, I just assume that everyone knows that. Because like most everyone that I talk to every day knows that.
Yeah.
But there are people that don't know that, and it scares me.
Yeah, totally. And you know what's crazy is that it's like My Little Pony music has made its way onto TikTok.
Really?
I overheard my roommate watching TikToks once, and the Living Tombstone remix of
Discord?
Pinky's Brew, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jenny talked about that in her video.
Oh, she did? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, she talked about that specific remix being on TikTok.
I think she was talking about I don't think it was Pinky's Brew. I think it was the other song.
Gypsy Bark?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
It could have been both. I mean, they're both similar.
Yeah.
I think it was the other one because they were getting flack for using that word in the song. And I think that's why she brought it up in the brony video, as far as I know.
Oh. Yeah, it's the word is in Pinky's Brew too.
Really?
Watch as I work my gypsy magic. I have an innocence in a man.
That's the stuff. My favorite remix of that is Cat's Millionaires, though. Not that I'm biased, but that has the best remix. They did the best remix.
I feel like I've heard that, but I can't, like...
I haven't heard of
think
that.
it.
I will send that to you.
Please do.
Okay.
I remember doing a deep dive into Devi's discography, like, I think probably like 2015. Just downloaded like everything and listened to a lot of it. But I don't know. I haven't re-listened to much of that. I only pick and choose from the classics. Like Fun.
Yeah.
Which is a banger.
Oh, like the one that So Great and Powerful was in? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one legit song on Spotify.
With SGAP's name in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact of the day.
When
if you see SGAP on streaming services, it's not him.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it is, but it's the music, but it's not the... If you stream it, that money's probably going to
Somebody who isn't SGAP.
Yeah. Exactly. Someone who isn't SGAP will get the
Boby.
money. Yeah.
Boby will get the money.
I am secretly uploading SGAP songs and discography
You are
to
secretly
Spotify.
so great and powerful.
Secretly, I am SGAP. This is true. This is just a fact.
Boby is your middle name. Your first name is So Great and Powerful.
Yeah.
I thought
My last
Boby was
name is music.
SGAP's child.
Is that the lore? I forget. That's probably the lore.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
that is.
That was a running joke that you were
Yeah.
David's child.
Because we started saying like David SGAP as a joke because we thought it was really funny. Just to like say that as like a name.
Yeah. David SGAP.
Yeah, David SGAP is also just as funny if you pronounce it that way.
This
David
is like
SGAP
Discord.
is not very funny, but David SGAP is hilarious.
It is hilarious. This is like pre-me Discord jokes that I just
Yeah.
know.
I remember when the delete SGAP stuff happened.
Mhm.
Like when that dropped, like when that updated right away, I like posted in the Skype group, just memeing on it immediately, saying
You
like
would.
delete this, delete that, like oh SGAP wants me to delete this, I'm gonna do it, guys. Like post screenshots. Like, I don't like.
You were joking about it?
I'm like right on it, like immediately on it.
I cannot believe this. That was before I was in the Skype.
I know Bagel has the full Skype logs of that group chat.
Oh my God.
I think some of that can be dug up. And I don't know, there was definitely a culture back in the Skype days when it was less
There was
moderated.
culture.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Skype culture.
The Skype group chat culture
That's a
mixed with SGAP was just complete bliss. It was peak internet right there.
I joined in like just as it was ending, like, a few months before.
Right, I think I remember that. And now if you join the SGAP Skype groups, which are still up for some reason, they're infiltrated by tons of bots.
Why is it still up? Did the bots just discuss SGAP?
I mean, Skype
have they
group
been
chats,
left alone and grown sentient, and they just discuss their favorite track on the standard model?
I wish.
You can leave Skype group chats, but I don't think you can destroy them. I think like they don't die until everyone leaves it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's why they still exist. And people like me who are just curious to see what happens just have not left, because I never go on Skype. And I don't get the notifications, but I'll log on like maybe once every like 6 months see what's going on Skype. And just see bots taking over the album work chat of the canceled Sorry 52 sequel, which should still happen.
I remember that.
Yeah. I tried to take that over and actually make a real collab album, but like no one was interested. No one wanted that to happen.
I think Ember started one of those too. And
So did
Didn't
Kylie. There's been like a lot of these things started that have not made it past the drawing board, but that is just how these things go, and that's like just normal for things like that.
yeah.
Speaking of, what do you think about SGAP deleting all of his stuff? Status update. Currently, the only thing that is up is the Captive Unicorns YouTube and Twitter, which have nothing on them. And those are the only things that are still up.
Like even the uploads are deleted?
Yeah, the Captive Unicorn songs, I think they might just be unlisted. I think they might be deleted now, though. I could be wrong.
We wouldn't notice.
They are deleted or privated. It says video unavailable when you go to them. So yeah. Point is, SGAP deletes his music. What are your thoughts on that? Has it affected you? Elaborate.
How much did you cry?
When he told you to delete SGAP. How many tears did
well,
you
like I
shed?
said, I actually discovered him like pretty much after all of that. Like late 2016 was after even the delete SGAP happened.
You were there for Mirrors for Princes, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he deleted those.
Right. So my perspective was like just kind of looking back on something that the artist specifically said we shouldn't look back on. And for me, that added a lot of intrigue to the music because I felt like, oh, I shouldn't be looking at this. Like, oh, this is kind of private, isn't it? But I can't help it. It's really good music.
Right.
And that, I think, contributed a lot to my fascination with the artist and
I think
with the music.
He either doesn't like the songs and then gets embarrassed and deletes them, or it's the most genius marketing tactic of all time.
Both.
And he wanted to create a cultive fan base by taking away all of the art from everyone.
But I think that's a bit far-fetched.
Yeah.
I think I have talked to people who believe that. But
the SGAP conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. Who believe that it's kind of a tactic to get attention. I think my dad said that when I was trying to explain SGAP to him.
Oh, really?
Like, couldn't it be just a tactic to get an attention?
I would assume that it's probably not. But I would entirely rule it out as a possibility. Yeah. I'll entertain it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't fit with the whole vulnerability thing that we were talking about.
Right.
Because what's much more likely, in my opinion, is that he just has some kind of anxieties. Probably shouldn't speculate too much.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm thinking of that one comment on the documentary. Like somebody left, like, is so great and powerful depression?
That's a good comment.
Yeah.
I don't know. But replace that with anxiety?
Yes. Probably yes.
Yeah. And that's okay. And I have a hot take. I think
hear it.
Hot take.
Spit it out.
it's the hot take time. My hot take is, I think overall, I think it's better that SoGreat and Powerful deleted the music. Because, I mean, like, anxiety is a real thing. And if it really helps this, like, artist deal with the anxiety, I think you should just best leave it alone, you know? Like, not try to like force him to like not delete stuff or whatever. I mean,
So
Fame.
you're okay with him deleting it so long as we can archive it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, archiving is inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he has a right to delete stuff. And it. I mean, I understand that Fame is like really anxiety. Making a lot of anxiety comes from Fame. That's what I try to.
Yeah.
Right.
Even on a small level, like internet famous. But, you know, like nobody should have to deal with Fame on a grand scale. Like, I often feel really bad for celebrities because of that. Like, just being in the spotlight is really terrifying.
I think he's very specific in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of high quality versions of his songs like in the first place, and most of it is just really low quality stuff, and like it's all deleted, so it's kind of mysterious like looking back at all of this stuff. And I feel like if he hadn't deleted his work, you know, like it would definitely have gotten like a lot more views on YouTube and stuff, and like a lot more attention if you leave it up, because you know that's how it works. And I'm sure it would have blown up, because I know everyone who listens to like Pogo and likes that stuff, which is like millions of people, I know that they would like love SGAP if they heard the songs, but like it's very inaccessible because it's all re-uploads, like archives. It's hard to find a lot of his best stuff. You know, talking about Mirrors for Princes and like, you know, the new stuff. It's like hard to it's hard to get on purpose. And I think you know, it might be anxiety, but it might also be like the rejection of exposure and fame, and like maybe he only wants a small audience, or maybe he doesn't want an audience at all, and that's why he you know, says peace out for like 6 years. You know?
Yeah.
That's my theory.
That is a very
good theory.
compassionate take.
Thank you.
Now I was talking to Daniel.
Okay.
Yeah. There's similar ideas though. And yeah, I would much rather believe that theory than the conspiracy.
Right. I am not an SGAP conspiracy theorist, I promise. FBI.
What
Good.
do you identify as for SGAP?
What do you mean?
SGAP Discord mod?
I am the
Boby's
SGAP.
SGAP's child.
If you're not,
I'm SGAP's son and daughter.
That's true. That's true.
At the same time. I am SGAP's DJ that he hires to DJ weddings. I just DJ weddings, actually. It has nothing to do with SGAP.
I can see you doing that.
No, I don't.
I could though.
Yeah, I could probably do it. I would play SGAP. I would play E40. on the dance floor, and they would do the first dance.
My gosh.
I wonder if SGAP's ever been played at a wedding or ever will be played at a wedding.
You'll be played at my wedding for sure.
Good.
What song? Now I'm curious.
RDRA, of course. It's most
Oh,
romantic.
hell yeah.
Ah.
That's actually such a good idea.
Oh.
The greatest love song of the 21st century.
It's true. Or
That is true.
actually, Scrimshaw is actually really romantic too.
Scrimshaw's really, really good. And I want more music.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, if you're listening, please.
Please.
Bruh.
Put it on Media Fire. I don't care. I don't care if it's 128 kilobits per second. I just want more bangers.
We've had a sucky 2020. It's the least you can do.
I mean, he did already give us those 2 great songs.
It's
yeah.
not enough.
It's never enough.
It's never enough.
Never.
It's never enough to satiate my SGAP addiction.
Uh-huh.
I need it in my blood. That's why I listen to
Okay,
SGAP.
we were joking about it earlier, but I legit cried when he deleted stuff.
Oh,
like,
really?
I was a mess for weeks. Yeah.
Really? That's terrible.
Oh.
I immediately
And you
did
immediately
not let it
me
affect
on it.
anyone. I made sure everyone in the server was not gonna let it affect them because I was like, no, this is stupid. Like, don't let him say delete stuff. That's dumb. You're not gonna. What can you do? He's not gonna have access to your hard drive. He doesn't know if you deleted it. I never deleted my SGAP collection.
No.
Does that make me a fake fan?
Hmm.
No, it doesn't. I'm surprised that it touched you that much. Maybe
Yeah.
sometime we'll interview Adia.
Yeah, whatever.
I definitely would like you to talk about that. Yeah, in the Adia
I don't
interview.
have any cool things to say.
Of
Daniel's
course you
way
do.
cooler.
Yeah, of
You're
course you
way
do. Yeah.
cooler. Literally
No.
anybody can have a cooler take.
No. I need to hear
Well-
about this.
We'll have a turn. You want to hear about exactly how many tears were poured?
Yeah.
I want to know the count
Okay.
of tears.
Yeah.
How many milliliters? Sorry.
That is a word I have not heard in years.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what they use in
You're
Hong Kong?
required to know what that is
Yes.
in school.
Is it
How
actually?
many? Yes. We don't use imperial here.
I haven't used anything else unless I'm in science class. You know?
Okay. How many ounces then?
Ounces.
I'm American. I don't even know how much that is.
It's like 6 ounces. That's like 2 cups, I think. I don't actually know.
This is
if that's
a
right.
really interesting topic.
One of
Come
my
listen to
wacky
the other
ideas
end.
was
We
to
didn't
do a SGAP
Talk
cooking
about
show.
favorite food. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what's your favorite food, Daniel?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
that
yeah.
wasn't the question. I wanted to ask him. No, be quiet. I wanted to ask you at the beginning of the document. No, not
me.
that. I'm sorry, it's late. I wanted to ask you after you introduced yourself what your favorite bubble tea was. Bubble tea flavor, bubble tea variety,
yeah.
sinkers, tea base. We wanted to start every podcast episode with the interviewee answering a surprise food question.
So answer
Right.
it.
We were going to do
By
that.
we, it was me. I decided that.
I actually wrote it. It was me.
I like.
It was not
Boby
me.
will not be returning.
It was not me. I'm just kidding.
Never mind. Okay, everybody, what's your favorite kind of bubble tea?
I like the
But Daniel
standard black
Model.
tea.
Oh.
The
Daniel
standard model. Okay.
I like the standard model.
Standard
I
model.
like the standard black tea
Mhm.
with the herbal jelly.
Oh,
Um,
herbal jelly?
What the hell is that?
do you not have that in America?
Maybe it's called something else, but like, what is that?
It's like black jello made of herbs.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That's yummy.
it's really soft. It's supposed to be medicinal.
I want that.
Yeah,
Sounds tasty.
it's good.
You
I'd
ever had
recommend-
milk tea?
Yeah, that's what bubble tea is, isn't it? Milk tea.
Traditional bubble tea is.
Doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I've
can
never
put
had
bubbles
bubble
in.
tea without milk.
Really?
Americans have done some stuff to bubble tea.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I know it's supposed to be milk tea.
Sorry, Daniel. Sometimes it's just fruit and tapioca.
What? No!
I've
Yeah.
legit seen like stores with smoothies and you could get sinkers in it. It's yeah.
That's not tea at all.
It's not tea. It's America.
Oh,
So that I thought your explanation would be a lot longer.
yeah.
What it was milk
bubble
tea,
tea.
you said?
Yeah, it's black milk tea with
Oh, black milk.
herbal jelly.
Okay, what about you, Boby?
Also, yeah.
Does the matcha one count?
Whoa, I've never heard that before. You have
Like the
never
green
Matcha's
tea,
great.
green tea matcha one.
sinkers.
I like the tapioca.
Cool.
There's this place nearby where you can get hot matcha tea with tapioca. So it's like a hot tea, but it has tapioca in it, and it's real
It's
good.
weird. Wouldn't that like melt in
No.
the tea? No?
It's actually dope. They're like they become really, really squishy, and it's like you're sucking in and eating one of those like things from Spirited Away.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The fuzzy ball things, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been there in a while though.
We just had a bubble tea place kind of make its mark here. I don't know. Like before, bubble tea was only a thing you could get like if you went to like the city. But like
yeah.
just recently we had a bubble tea place open up nearby that now that COVID's a thing, like their thing is they do doorstep boba. And like every like one day a week they rotate like which towns they're delivering to. So like this day they're delivering to this town and this day they're delivering to this town. And that's their entire business is just delivering bubble tea.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I would like some doorstep boba.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind, though? Gotta know.
I wrote this down. I have a list of all my favorite things on my iPhone, and I just
I got that on my
it.
website.
You, you have a. I shouldn't be surprised that you have a website.
sweetbellday.com/Boby.
Oh.
It's my website.
Okay, I have written down that never mind, that was not very specific. So I also like the milk tea variety and anything herbal, anything floral based. Taro. I like the yam, the Thai tea, anything weird, anything you wouldn't be able to order from a restaurant anywhere else normally. Like I like stuff I've never had before.
You like weird foods?
Yeah, I like weird food
You ever eat a frog?
No, we're talking about bubble tea.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And bubble tea is, I mean, at least where I live in the US, is one of those weird foods that people are like, huh? You drink and eat? That's disgusting. And they're just weird. But
Oh, that's so
Drink
funny.
anime?
It's still new. It's still
Yeah.
a new thing in some places.
well, it's
Exciting.
Maine. We're basically Canada. Like, we live in the woods. And for sinkers, I like lychee and, tapioca, and aloe is like gooey and cool.
What?
Yeah.
They got
Like
that in my
shredded
sunscreen.
aloe. I know, right? Have you ever had like aloe drinks at the store? Like you see them at the supermarket and there's just like aloe chunks in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
like
those
that.
are delicious.
Yeah.
I love those.
I haven't had one of those in a long time.
They have
We
those
should
at
all-
the Japanese marketplace near me.
Really?
Yeah, they have a lot of different drinks.
Rad. We should all get like an aloe drink and then like, yeah, we're and that's it, end of sentence. We should all get an aloe drink and like, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. We should drink it next time we record a podcast.
Yeah, that.
That would be the best thing. The funniest running joke is the aloe. We're all drinking aloe the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's hilarious.
Top.
Because you said it is. Okay, cool.
How would you describe the SGAP genre?
Oh. Tough one. Give me a moment.
Are you like looking up his write up on some website?
No.
You have to
I'm
Google it.
I saw one that described him as IDM, and I was like,
Some have
Sort
said
of.
that.
who said
IDM.
It's
that?
like, yeah.
Some have said that. Like, I've seen that in scattered places.
Yeah. SGAP spans multiple genres. We all know that.
Yeah.
It's like folk
Yes.
music, it's electronic, it's plunderphonics,
Yeah.
it's yeah. Overall, I don't really think too much about the genre when I'm listening. It's just crazy, weird electronic music.
Yeah. That's a good answer.
Non-binary.
Yeah.
Non-binary music.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's true though. He sits between a lot of it doesn't really fall into any categories.
Right. I agree with the folk part and the plunderphonics. Even though I don't like that word. Just because it's
Why?
just, I hate to say it. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's just an irrational hatred. But I like the genre a lot.
Thanks.
Like Sora is good. Pogo's good, even if he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Boby's hot
And-
take.
I don't think saying Pogo's an
all
asshole is a
artists
hot
are
take.
a-holes.
He's if you listen to like anything on him, you know, you can decide
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah.
We can look up the controversy some other time.
No, I'm just like poking fun at the fact that he also called.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
true. It's
an
true.
a-hole.
To be fair, or to be honest, I don't think he's actually an asshole. Probably. That is my
rescinded?
that
It's
is
too
my
late to take it
2020 asterisk.
Oh, okay.
That is my 2020 update. Like
Wait,
Life of
no,
Pablo?
the doc came out in 2020. You have to wait like
This is
a
my-
month or so
Oh yeah.
to say that.
We'll just release this in 2021,
No.
and then it will be my 2021 hot take. Or I'll just post it on Twitter in 2021 and say the same hot take, and then that'll be my 2021 hot take.
Recycle.
Sounds good. Good plan.
Yes. Do you guys want to take a quick break and then we continue?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I like it.
I'm so sorry. I feel like Daniel is just like forced to put up with the fact that I like Cat's Millionaire. He's like, So Great and Powerful is such a vulnerable singer and it means a lot. And I'm like, I like this one because it sounds like me screaming mentally and I really resonate with that.
Yeah.
Cat's
I'm like,
Millionaire.
What?
Her music is for a different mood, yeah. But
Yeah.
I do enjoy her on occasion. Certain occasions.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling really bad about myself.
Right. That is definitely when I go to her music the most.
I go the other way. When I want to feel like I'm gonna punch someone or like I want to feel infused with power, I listen to their music.
Right. I notice myself listening to like her and like Death Grips in similar moods. Because like Death Grips makes you feel chaotic and like you want to mosh and fucking just I'm gonna cut all the swears, don't worry. Mosh and destroy something. And sometimes Cat's Millionaire makes me feel the same way. But just like a lot cuter to listen to, you know?
It is cuter, yeah.
It's more of like a juxtaposition with like the screams. Sometimes there's like playful instrumentals right next to screaming and stuff, but I like it. I like a lot of the Cat's Millionaire stuff.
Yeah.
There's one more story about my experience with SGAP.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
But I don't know like what context to bring it up in, I guess. Just bring it up.
Okay, this is the context.
Okay, so one more thing I think about SGAP, I guess it ties into the fact that he deleted most of his music. It feels incomplete in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of the songs have like sudden endings. And it always makes me feel like there's something else there. So something else to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
So at some point when I was like listening to every single, there's always one more clip. There's always like one more snippet that, oh, I haven't heard this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nearing the end of that, I realized if I love his music, there's got to be nothing left.
Right.
So I decided to deliberately not listen to one of those songs ever.
I did that too.
Really?
Oh, really?
I did that too because I was like,
What?
this is all gone and he's never gonna come back. And I need to have like one song for when I like my life is over and I need to like it's like new, so great and powerful and I'll feel awesome.
Damn. That's actually
so
so
cool.
sick. I want to hear your songs. Which ones did you do it for?
Which one did you do, Daniel?
The Morning and.
The Morning and? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This is like, I
Noted.
feel like I've seen other people talk about this in the Discord too. Like, oh yeah, I've never heard that one. Like, I think it's just a thing.
What is yours? Do you have a specific one?
Yeah.
Adia?
So it's RD/RA.
Really?
And yep, it's that one.
Wait, what?
Because everybody likes it. And I was like, oh, it must be really good.
You've never heard it?
No.
What?
Like, wait,
And
are you talking about like
What?
Like the original version or like one of the snippets?
All of them.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
because everybody really liked it, and I was like, oh, well then this is the one I should save.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
and up until recently, also it was E40, but when I got the CDs with S2, I was like, oh crap, there was another S2 song. So
Yeah.
that was a delightful surprise.
E40 is amazing,
Uh-huh.
as is all of S2.
But you don't have a song like that? Like you've heard all of them?
I've heard everything,
Okay.
as far as I know.
All right, normal person.
Even the weird Tumblr snippets and like Young Thug remix, or maybe it was the Lil Uzi. No, I think there was a Young Thug remix and a Lil Uzi Vert mashup. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of real deep cuts, and I think I've heard everything.
Wait, the Young Thug remix, that was Mirrors for Princes, right? Or is there another
yeah.
one?
I think so.
What about the
Okay.
one that Captive Unicorns deleted off of Twitter? Did you hear that one?
I think I did, unless that was the one that no one archived.
That
If
was the one that no one archived.
If that was the one that no one archived, then
Yeah.
no.
I didn't know that existed. Oh my god.
So there is one thing that he tweeted on the Captive Unicorns Twitter, and I think it was like a Lil Uzi Vert mashup or something. I think Violet, bless her soul, listens to it before it was deleted and was the only one to have heard it. So she can describe what it is, but it's gone.
Yeah.
It's just gone. No one archived
That makes me so... Oh, I don't know
and
what
I
it makes
saw
me
the
feel.
notification for it. I saw that because I had notifications, and I saw the notification for it. I don't know why I didn't click it. I don't remember why I wasn't there for it or didn't view it right away. I think I assumed it was going to be archived, and then it's just gone.
Oh.
So yeah,
I wonder how long it was up. It was just like a couple minutes.
probably like a minute.
That's insane.
That's some SGAP lost media. Who knows if there's other SGAP lost media that no one just caught? Because I know that there's some stuff on the Tumblrs that were only put up for a few minutes and then taken down or something like that, like for Mirrors for Princes, incredible. I think.
Uh-huh.
I know there's been like
Daniel's
some extreme limited release stuff, and like there might be stuff out there that was available and isn't anymore that just no one saw.
Wow,
it's totally possible.
Excited.
You're excited to not have it?
I'm just excited it's out there. I don't know. It's just a weird feeling.
I don't know if it's out there, but it might be.
I'm excited that it's not out there.
It's on a media fire somewhere.
It's the same kind of thing like Seawinkle was like supposed to be the first of 3, and
yeah,
it was.
I feel like there might be like work in progress versions on somebody's hard drive somewhere.
I'm sure there are, and I'm sure there are for Unmakeable Love. I'm sure those exist. I'm sure there are hundreds of SGAP project files that will never see the light of day. And that's just the hard truth.
Yeah.
Lame.
It's weird. I don't think about this with other artists. You know, like, I don't wonder if there's like unreleased Porter Robinson or something. Cause
oh, really?
It's a different kind of... Yeah, because like the release stuff, it satisfies me. But there's something that's great and powerful, like eternally unsatisfying in a good way. Like it always makes you want more.
Definitely. It
Which
is funny.
Makes us sound like really selfish, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's good. Like, we want
what
it.
is. there's like a constant like feeling of needing more. And I don't really feel that with anything or anyone else.
Right.
Odd feeling. Yeah, that's my story. I haven't heard A Morning End.
Okay, that was
Wow.
that was the one thing you were like, yeah, that's. I want to bring that up. I forgot we're gonna do that. Oh, what's your least favorite song?
Oh, it's Never, Never, Never.
Mhm.
That one's
Cool.
terrifying. It's like, and it doesn't fit at all with my idea of So Great and Powerful. It's like, it's like, this song about BDSM. Like,
that is just an interpretation of what it could be about.
I don't know.
Say that
It's
like you know what it's about.
feels like that's what it's about.
People who
That makes
defend
me a
it
little-
say it's a murder song, like a song about murdering.
That's not much of a defense.
It's So Great and Powerful's take on cupcakes, the fan fiction. Popular
Yeah.
trend at the time for brony artists to make
Okay,
songs
sure.
based off that. I'm joking.
Either way, it doesn't fit with my idea of him, and that's why it's my least favorite.
I liked that one.
I really like it.
I know other people don't like it for that reason, but I like dark stuff and I liked seeing him experiment with that.
I think it's really catchy and
Okay.
trippy.
But I
It was
get
like
it.
I'm at SGAP Woodstock when I listen to that song.
Woodstock.
SGAP Woodstock.
Oh, yeah, because psychedelic brony.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Psychedelic Brony.
My gosh.
What a legend.
These are names I have not heard in years. At least uttered out loud ever.
Daniel,
Yeah, it's funny 'cause-
do you have any recommendations for music that sounds like SGAP?
Yeah, I think there's different. I mean, you could do different things, like say songs with similar genres, like Cubisato, Japanese plunderphonics artist.
Did you hear Daniel say that, Boby? Did you hear him say that word?
I did.
Did you?
I
Yeah.
heard it.
Sorry, just had to say it.
I definitely heard it.
So I feel like, yeah, Cubisato has a similar style. The thing about like looking for is it doesn't have that same vulnerability.
It's
I
true.
feel like Sigur Rós, Icelandic rock band, has some of the similar like feelings. You guys heard of Sigur Rós?
Yeah, the new album by Jonesy is really, really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I haven't heard of it, but I've heard of them.
Yeah, so similar
Love that
feelings
album.
there. Yeah.
Very similar for sure.
Like they both got male singers with effeminate voices.
Right.
I think that does it for me.
Sweet. Good rec. What are your feelings on the SGAP community?
It's actually a huge part of my life. Like the server, especially right now, when I can't have social interaction anywhere else, I feel like the SGAP server is like the majority of where I get social interaction. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's my comfort place. It's my home.
Definitely. It's definitely comfy as hell. And
Hell's not
welcoming.
very comfy, but yeah, it's
Comfy
comfy.
as an SGAP track.
Yeah,
Aw.
Sometimes we get in call and listen to SGAP songs, and it's dope. And we sing along. Yeah, that's happened multiple times. Sometimes when we're all in call, we just talk about SGAP, and we're like, I want to listen to that right now, and we do. And then you hear the glorious half-second delay of everyone singing the song and call, and it's just great. It's just so great.
And
Boby. I don't know.
I've yet to experience that. Haven't sung. Haven't listened to SGAP in call before.
It's fun. Especially for standard model. Toasterless. Shoutouts Toasterless. He can do some real good standard model song impressions for the vocal chops.
For real?
In
Like
call.
all in?
He just does the whole thing. He goes like
No, you do it. You commit. You started this impression, you end it.
No, it's over.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's fun though. I have been hanging out in the server a lot lately, and it is fun. We're trying to get more people in voice chat more, because it's been like the same, I think like 6 or 7 people in voice chat only, and we want more members.
Yeah, I'd like to join a Minecraft game sometime.
You should. We have a survival server right now, and we also play Bed Wars. And
sounds good.
Yeah, it gets really crazy. It's fun. And Jackbox sometimes.
Yeah, Jackbox.
SGAP Quiplash.
Every time my friends ask me to play Jackbox, the SGAP server is already playing, and I'm like, I had plans. I'm so sorry. It's almost as if everybody's free on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to pick and choose between friends.
Yeah, it's hard for sure.
Well, when you say it like that,
it's tough. Like when it's 5 p.m. here, it's like midnight for people in the UK.
Yeah. And it's 5 a.m. for me.
Right now?
No.
No, when it's 5 p.m. there.
Rise and shine.
Is that the same with daylight savings?
Oh, no, actually I'm 13 hours ahead of EST now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
You're 13 hours ahead of EST.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how I calculate EST in my head? No.
How?
Okay. No, go on.
I think about the time conversion that we have to do for Sweet Day because we post everything in
really?
ET. Yeah, so I think like, okay, when it's midnight here, what time is it for Sweet Day? Like, and then I figure it out. I'm like, oh, okay. When it's 10 here, it'll be 11 there, and that's EST.
That works. If it works, then it works.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have like a separate spot on this podcast advertising Sweet Bell Day.
Yeah.
People know what the heck that is.
I don't want to. I could do that.
You can think about it.
I think I'm going to leave my website that I mentioned in the description.
Okay.
And that's on sweetbelay.com. So people can dig into that if they want to, and they should. And it's fun.
Okay.
And that's final.
Okay.
Nice.
Adia, do you want to ask the last question?
But I X'd out of the thing. You tell me what the last question is so that I can ask it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I just realized.
It's why are you not over him, man? It's been like 8 years.
Hey, Daniel. It's been like 8 years, man. Why aren't you over this guy?
I can't let go. It's too hard.
Specifically for Daniel, it's been like 7 years.
It's true. Well, like 2016?
Is 2013.
2013 is like 7 years. 2016 is like 4 years. 4 years as a stan. 7 years as a passive.
A fan.
You could
as
put
a
that
lurker.
on a resume.
So, yeah.
Shout outs to all the lurkers in the SGAP server.
Resume. I was a lurker for like 4 years, and now I'm like 40% active on the server, so that's my requirements for this position as moderator. Also, I'm a weeb.
Oh god, my SGAP resume would be fucking massive. That would be like a 100 megabyte PDF.
Oh
It is
man,
All the
I can
shit that I've
imagine.
done.
Star waiver.
Star waiver.
Just that link in your resume.
I want to set the record straight. Star waiver is not by the real captive unicorns. It was an April Fool's joke.
Oh.
And the I in captive is an L. A lowercase L.
What?
It's a joke, people.
That's a scandal!
It's a joke, guys. It's a funny April Fool's joke. It's not SGAP. I'm sorry if you're mad. In the comments.
Thinking about that earlier today, like I could totally just like use L instead of uppercase I, and no one would ever know unless they ask Siri to read it.
Right. That's the only way that can happen.
Or if you have a custom font installed,
Oh, true.
which has serifs.
What's
And
the good
question.
one? Yeah. What's the question?
Oh,
Why aren't you over him, nerd?
Yeah, Daniel, why aren't you over him?
gosh. I mean, a lot of the stuff we talked about, I feel like already answers the question.
Oh, okay.
This feeling of like, I mean, I can recap.
Maybe that'll be the first question next time. Like, bro, why are you here?
Yeah.
Get over him. End of podcast.
Yeah, it's just like a very unique feeling that I haven't heard anywhere else.
Mm.
And also because I listened to it during such a difficult time, it's kind of become part of my life history.
Well
I think that is very well said. And I know for me, I've listened to SGAP songs so much that I know a lot of the tracks like in and out. So I can just like listen to them in my head, and like I know like a lot of the lyrics and stuff, and like I know that there's always SGAP to come back to, even if I listen to 100 Gex only for like a month. I'll always come back to SGAP in the end, and that's been the case for 7 years for me and Daniel. I mean,
pretty much.
Daniel, I don't know if you've stopped listening to him ever. If you just keep it constant, but I don't know.
No, I haven't. I actually kind of stopped after the documentary came out. be honest.
Yeah,
It's kind
yeah.
of weird.
Probably need a
Like-
break.
Yeah.
Before we end it off, anything you want to say to SGAP or the SGAP fans listening, or the people who just listen to this without knowing what the hell we were talking about?
The past like 2 hours.
Anything.
Yeah. Stay safe. Wear a mask and social distance, guys. We can get through this together. And maybe I'll go back to the US someday. But
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a great idea right now.
but not now,
Maybe
yeah.
don't do that.
Should probably chill in Hong Kong for a bit.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
That's
idea.
what I'm gonna do.
Well, thanks you guys for listening to my podcast, my Minecraft. I'll see you on the next SGAP episode. I'll see you guys on S3.
No. You need to come up
SGAP's
with a
gonna
better
release S3. Well, I think it is night time for Adia,
ending. Yeah.
and I think it is lunchtime for Danny L.
Yeah.
And I think
Yes,
this
indeed.
was very fun. I had a great time. Thank you for tolerating me for over 2 hours. It was a lot.
Likewise.
That was great. I'm really looking
I think
forward
it
to the
was
next
too.
one.
Yeah, same. Thank you for all your help, Adia. I really appreciate it.